What is up, Aussie gamers? My name is Nathan. This is my brother Joey.
Hey guys!
For today's video, I'm going to teach you some tips and tricks to get better Arsenal. Now, some of things depend how long you play the game, but if you're new and you're trying to get your first win in Arsenal, tip 1, your knives make you run faster. So when you're running around the map, you should pull out the knife because it'll be easier to find people around the map. And all you need to do to change from the gun to the knife is press 3 or Q. But you kind of want to keep a balance though. Whenever you're going around a corner or wall, you change back to the gun so that you're ready to fight if someone is there.
Yeah, it's kind of important when you're playing and you also want to have your finger rested on 3 or Q to swap back to your gun. Because even if you're going to try and switch back when you jump around that wall, there might be a player on the other side and you don't have your fingers on that button straight away. You don't have time to press it and they'll shoot you.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Tip 2. You may notice when people die, they leave behind a brown box and a green jar. And if you touch those, the green jar will give you above 80 health points extra, and the brown box will give you extra ammunition.
Yes, especially it's good if you're low, or if you, let's say the golden gun is the last gun, and if you miss a few shots, you're low, and you can't knife someone, you can just run over that from someone who's already dead, and then shoot them again, and then they're dead.
Yeah, it can be the difference between winning or losing a game.
Tip 3. Some guns have scopes, so it's easier to aim onto another player, especially the snipers. And all you need to do is aim. To aim is press V, or if you have a mouse, right click with it.
Yeah, and also remember from tip 1 that the knife makes you run faster, because a lot of these scoped guns, they are quite heavy and they make you move quite slowly. Tip 4. In some maps, you can double jump, which is a good ability if you want to cross long distances, and you can go pretty fast with that double jump.
Yeah, especially if you have a knife, it's a lot easier to go around people, so if they're trying to shoot you, you can a lot easier jump around them without them turning around as fast.
Yep, it's also very helpful for golden knife backstabbing people.
In some guns, you have a V or right-click special ability. Example, there's a gun called a P.E.K.K.A gun, and if you click normally, it does one-shot fire, one-shot fire, one-shot fire. But if you press V, it does rapid fire, and then the same with one other gun.
Yeah, so with rapid fire, you get a lot of recoil as well with the gun, which is a downside. It makes you a lot more inaccurate, but it helps when your enemy is very close to you. You can quickly shoot them. Alright, this is tip 6. So you may or may not have noticed that there are some guns in the game with an explosion capability, and normally those explosion capabilities knock the players in the opposite direction. So we've come up with a way to launch you very high into the air if you jump very high, or to move very quickly. So you shoot the explosion, or throw the explosion in the opposite direction that you're meaning to travel in, but it has to be next to you and it has to knock you or it won't work. So if you jump and throw it at your feet, it will launch you into the air. If you stand next to a wall and you throw it at that wall, it will launch you in the opposite direction.
And it's especially good for getting away if you're low on health.
But just be warned that some of them, they take away a lot of your health if you air launch with them. So don't do it if you're on 1 or 2 health.
And that is all for today, guys. See you in our next video.